Hi everyone. I've just clicked the button for start broadcasting on the dot at 10:30 going by my computer time. And part of that, I forgot to mute my iPad sound notifications. I'm not sure
And
how
mine.
Oh, we're on a good start. One day we are going to have it perfect. And I still actually can't see to monitor it on my, oh gosh, where am I? I'll just go there and see what that's coming up with. It is the time delay. I'm aware of that from what is through the camera that Leanne and I can see to what is on the screen, which I've got my iPad here, and I know that Leanne's monitoring on the side as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it to load.
Yeah. One of the reasons why we do it that way is because of the way that we're sharing our links. Sometimes when it's to my page, business page, for instance, the Hypnosis Plus with Roz, and you're commenting down the bottom, it doesn't get seen in our back end comments that I can show up as the comments on screen. So you actually need to be in the one that shows that you're on the page called mytimetv.live. So just to make sure that that's there, I'm pretty sure it's in the description of the event that I posted. I was hoping I'd done it right this time.
You did. Thumbs up there.
Got something right. So there you go. Got that right. And I'm also trying out these AirPod thingies, like the little remote instead of a headset. So that's why you're seeing me without the cords and the headset. And I've just activated my stupid Siri on this iMac. It's wanting me to do some information. And she's just told me that's not nice. I called her stupid. Apparently, when you hit these AirPods, the Apple AirPods, I did tap that one twice quickly. It brings up Siri automatically. And I do it a lot.
Oh.
So apologies if I've got to turn something off on the screen.
Well, we can't hear her, so that's a benefit, I guess.
That's good. That's good. Hopefully it's not there out in the recording. That's why I hesitated and was mucking around then. You said excuse. And we have got some comments coming in already now that I've made sure to mention you need to be on the mytimetv.live link to our show, Tuesday's Intuitive Chat. Okay, so done that. And we've got one from here, Vanessa, hi. And, hey, well, I had a good time away. What about you, Leanne?
Yeah, I had a good Christmas holidays, but it went way too quickly. So another week would have been nice. Yeah. Can't believe how fast Christmas comes around and goes.
Yeah. I'm just going to do this reaction, the screen changing to being those two like that. And I'm just checking. Oh, yeah, we've got questions coming in. Now, we're not going to start doing readings immediately because I've got different things in mind. And I just had a quick chat with, so there's some questions already starting. So I'll just flick some of them up and say hello to those of you who've just put the hellos first. So hi, Jenny. And yes, Rashina, we are well. And so yeah, there's always signs around. Just answering that one quickly. I'm not reading it. I'll be going back if we have time with whatever we're doing because it's a bit of a fly by the seat of our pants type show, I reckon, today at least. What do you think, Leanne?
I love it. Yes, I agree. Yeah. I'm still fogging up.
Yeah. And here's Linda who said hi. I will get back to those other hi, the questions later, but I'm just going through the hellos. Ricky, hi. Paula. And Carly, it's wonderful to see so many on time. It's wonderful. It surprises me because I'm not normally into this. It is fairly new as far as even doing the readings for me. Leanne, you're used to it, aren't you?
Yeah, been around a few days.
Yeah. And Jennifer, hi to you. That's sort of a question and a hi at the same time. So, and yes, Carlia, I think if that's coming up that I can actually put it on the screen, that means, yes, your comment is showing. If you know that you're writing a comment or a question and we're not answering it and it's not going up on the screen, you probably can take that as a hint you're on the wrong page, because Leanne's got hers at her. What's your page that you've got the link into?
Leanne Winston, Psychic Medium, but I have also copied and pasted the event to my page, and I've just put on there to click on the event and comment in the event. So by doing that, they should be able to, I would think we would be able to see their comments on the the dashboard on your end.
Yeah, got to come into the mytimetv.live link, the one that's in there. Yes. So that's right. I'm just going to try on my, and we were talking about this earlier, as Leanne and I were just doing the, what do you call it, the green room stuff. It's that time just before you go to broadcast.
At the lobby.
And oh God. Technology I need some more practice with. Linking up. New iPad Pro, I tell you, it's the difference between having the old iPad 2 that had a home button and was pretty easy to use. I'd gotten used to it. This one, it's the one that doesn't have the home button, so that everything's got to be a swipe if you're trying to do things. It's either that way or that way, and it can be 2 or 3 fingers. It's
oh my goodness,
similar still to what it was, but there's not a home button, and I'm a bit disappointed because I'm finding that part hard to handle. It's changing habits. Habits. Very hard to do.
Well, even though, like, I got the 2008 model, not the Pro, and even that is so different to what the Generation 2 was or whatever I had back many moons ago.
I think that's why I did need to upgrade. The Generation 2 was getting a bit. I'm not sure whether it was full. It was just too old and slow because of the apps not being able to all be updated, or what, or plain age.
And I wanted to run programs for my business on it when I'm traveling, and I couldn't run it on my Generation 2, so I had to upgrade. So things, I think, might as well get the last one out, and then it will last me a few years, hopefully.
Yeah, because one of the things I know that you're heading toward is updating your FPOSI type thing to be on your iPad, aren't you? Using, is it Square?
Square, yep. I've just set all that up over Christmas. So in my time off, I was on the computer and counting stock and putting it all on the system and everything like that. So up and running, used it for the first time yesterday, so with clients, so it was good. Like what I'm seeing so far. Yeah. I just want to say Tracy Slater is on my page just commenting, good morning, honey, but you will need to jump over to My Time TV. So if you click on where it says My Time TV live below my name, the picture of me, you will join in with the comments where we'll be able to see you through the actual broadcast, honey.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to get back to my Hypnosis Plus, just in case there's someone commenting on there too. I have no idea, so hopefully they do. I suppose I can do that in the back end of here, can't I? On my actual. So if I'm hesitating a little bit here, can you?
I could probably do it, Roz.
Oh well, I was just going to say I'm going to ask you a question. Can you describe? Because I did write down a few. It was just because this morning I got the notification before I went to bed that there was going to be a live with the people who actually have a lot to do with the BeLive.tv, which is the platform that we're using. Oh, I forgot to put us back on that. The platform, I just wanted a 2-screen. So that I think they were actually sort of describing what it takes to actually be a producer of a show and the BeLive TV, not so much specifically the BeLive TV platform, but it certainly does help that that's what we use. And because we use that, what is it that you as a guest coming into the Be Live platform or the live streaming that we do like this, because you're in as a guest technically, what is it that you actually have that you need to use, what you need to do before coming on as a guest?
Yeah. Okay.
You could do that while I go and check out what my site's doing.
Well, you're doing okay. Wonderful. So for anybody to join us as a guest, as I am coming into the broadcast, like Roz just explained, as a guest, because she is hosting the show from the back of the dashboard. So Roz has all the controls behind her and can see all your comments that are coming up. I can only see them as Roz is sharing those comments. So for me to be able to come in, we need to have a Google Chrome browser. We need to have a pair of headphones and a microphone. So if you have a pair of headphones with a mic built into it for what you get with your mobile phones these days, that will be suitable as long as you can hook it to the device that you are connecting with it. Now, I'm not sure if Roz has actually put the guest link up today, but when we do, share the guest link for you to join in and come on screen. And we might get into the habit of doing that a little bit this year as well, inviting people to come in and join us. So providing you've got that Google Chrome, you've got your headset, you can be using a laptop or your mobile or your desktop. You click on that link. It will take a couple of minutes for you to register. So if you haven't come through the Be Live sessions before with myself, with Roz or another presenter, it will ask you for some details. And I think by memory, it's your name, and it may be your email address. So when you come through, your name will come up on the screen. So we all know, as you can see, Roz and I have our names up in the corner. No, on the screen, they're on the bottom. Checking my side screen to see how they present themselves. When I'm looking at you, Roz, on the screen, it's up the top in the left-hand top corner.
And so, that's the difference, what you will see in the back end of it being in here as a guest and what's on the screen. Yeah, just thought I'd add
that's it. Yeah. So as long as you've got those things, you will come through and you'll go into the lobby, and then Roz will bring you up into the broadcast, and you will know when you are live because you will be counted in from 3, 2, 1. Sort of thing. Or is it 1, 2, 3? I think it's 3, 2, 1 by memory. I've probably got it back to front.
And one of the things to add there too, Leanne, if you remember when you actually first come into that lobby section, there's the blank screen with the little gear saying cat settings. You do need to click that first, I think, to set your camera and microphone. Even as a guest?
No. As a guest, we didn't get that. We just we'll have a button that will say connect camera.
Okay. And well, ignore what I said then. Just go.
Yeah, that's from the other side. That's your side of it. But yeah, it will bring up a page with Be Live on it, their homepage, and it will have a button that will show you, or will state connect camera. So you click on that. So if you've got a phone that you're using, it will use your phone camera. If you've got an iPad, you can do it on your iPads. It will use the camera of that. If you're using your laptop, your desktop, it will use those cameras put in place. So whatever is set as your default that you would normally use is what it will draw on as a guest. All right. When we're behind the scenes and we're behind the broadcast, the dashboard, we have the choice for ourselves to pick what microphones we want, what cameras. For Roz and I, we have a whole light set up. We have microphones, we have separate webcam cameras and screens and whatever else, so we can monitor things as well. All right.
And what I'm going to do is just show us two with what is the back end of what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to solo it up. I'm not going to have the sound on with that. So you should be just hearing my voice and seeing this back end and my mouse going around there. So that there is me, there is Leanne, and this is what I'm actually screen sharing. Is that what's coming up now? Yeah. So when we're outside, the sound of that, I've So with the share, how's that sound coming through? It
actually
came up
fine.
as an automatic mute. Oh, whoops! I'm supposed to do hands.
Wrong camera.
Yeah, it was. I was going to the iPad there. It came up automatically with the crosser over the sound thingy, so it was muted as I brought up the share. So I just left it that way. Does it actually we're not really doing any sound or video from this share, so it's not going to come up as noise then, is it? You can't hear any noise. Anyone out there, can they hear noise? I'm just going to scroll down. As you saw with that sharing, see how the scroll happens on that bottom right side of your screens if you're looking on a desktop. I don't know how that shows up on a mobile phone, honestly. But
I'm not too sure.
As a share screen, I am scrolling the comments area that I see in the background. Okay, so that's where your comments will show up, and I can actually show them on screen like that, as you can see there. So that's how that works. Now, none of that is what you as guests will see at all. So I'm going to stop sharing. Where do I stop the sharing?
You dropped yourself.
Hang on. I've got to go solo. Okay, solo now. And
you're on solo. So the screen that you are sharing in, drop that back to the lobby.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, because I use more than one platform. When I'm doing live videos, I've got a few others, and it takes a little bit sometimes to actually remember which one I'm on. This is what we're using for here. And so it is that what Leanne had shared as far as a guest side of it. And it's still the same stuff if you're needing to actually do your own through BeLive.tv. There's not much else that you need to do on this side of it, is there?
No.
Besides,
once you've done it a couple of times, it's fairly easy.
All of these, doing the comments and keeping track and that sort of stuff. What else is it that you actually do to get ready for being on screen? You know what I'm leading into almost.
The hair, the makeup, get my water bottle, turn the lights on. No, well, some days you get the makeup, some days you get the basic makeup like today, as I chose to lay in bed a little bit longer this morning. But, and keep an eye on the broadcast where we're posting, because you may find the guest link there. Click on it throughout the year. There'll be days that we will share that. And, when the guest link's there, you're welcome to jump online if you want to come on camera and talk to us, because, we may surprise you at a different time, different weeks, and do that. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Because it is fun, and it's a way to just get into it, being used to being behind a camera without being aware that you're behind a camera.
Forget about it.
I know one of the things, as we move up to time, and you sort of, I'm watching the clock because this is my show that I host for us two, doing it as we do here. So that's why it's only the back end for one of them. So I am a bit busier with making sure the links are shared properly onto the My Time TV and the rest. And then, like you said, it is the physical stuff, body, and the rest that we need to do a bit. Thank goodness for the type of stuff we do. It's only the top half up.
Yeah. So we could be still in our pajamas, but no, I'm not.
Yeah, the bottoms doesn't care. I ain't moving from this chair unless I really have to, and you might see what I'm wearing below, which is pants.
I was going to say, I hope so.
Oh, it's so funny. Coming back from appointments at Mount Barker yesterday, and Sandy and I are chatting away, and she did ask me, do you ever watch that Naked whatever it is show? Oh, I can't think what it was. I said, I've only watched it once, when there was a pictorial of what's the bits and the rest, and I thought, there's no way I'm watching that. And I thought, thank God I don't have to do that sort of thing here. No way. It's enough to make sure. I try to be as hairless as I can on my chin, because like some people, there's many women that do have issues with the hair growth once the facial hair growth once they start past that perimenopause and past it and actually go through it. Well, I mean, I went through that at 45 hormones. Or something. Yeah, hormones. They're just with the body. And well, this morning I didn't quite have enough time. I thought, no, I'll go and pluck. Well, I didn't have enough time. I had something else I was doing. Just telling my little story, you see, because most of you know that I don't always wear makeup at all. I prefer not to. And yet on a live the other night, someone asked in the questions, how do you get your glowing skin, healthy looking skin? Or, gosh, you don't see it close to this end. But I sort of thought, well, I'm sure there's something. I don't have a razor. It was suggested by a friend, well, you could shave until next time you can get near the waxing pot. I went looking through the cupboard. I knew my mum had one. I'd seen it in some of the stuff I'd sort of sorted and haven't got rid of yet. So there am I shuffling in the bottom of the cupboard thinking I'm dragging some stuff out in the hurry, trying to get here. There I am. I found it. Little Lady Remington something thingy shaver, electric, not the blades. Yeah. There I'm right up close to the mirror and sort of, and it had absolutely no effect. There's the long, hard hair still sitting there. I mean, you know what I mean, Leanne. Does it really matter? You're not going to be sitting there watching whether everybody's got their hair right, their facial hair right, that their makeup's perfect and hiding all the spots. I did do that. But other than that, what does it really matter when, we are actually joining in with these types of shows, and that's even for the guests. I'm saying all this story for the guests too, because it doesn't matter. You're wanting to join in. You're wanting to actually have some interaction with live people, real people.
Yeah, real people, exactly.
Because when you're getting these messages, it's helping you. It's helping us too, because it gets them out of the head.
It certainly does. Yeah. And I guess the good thing with us, Roz and I, if you haven't already worked out and been watching a few of our shows, we are probably quite down to earth type of thing. We enjoy what we're doing. We're passionate about it. It's about our messages, not what we look like. Roz and I both take a bit of pride in we look neat, we look tidy and whatever. But to go to the extent of put the full face and everything on, those that know us personally will know that's not us. Not too many of my friends see me very often with makeup on. I'm in my mid-40s. I won't give away my age quite exactly, but I'm in my mid-40s. And I probably have worn makeup, just a little bit, Roz, have worn makeup probably not even 10% of my life, sort of thing. So my wedding day, yes, if I'm going live on stage, you get the makeup and the hair done and stuff like that. But when you come and see me as a client, you will see some days there may not be makeup on. It depends on what my fibro is doing with my body and how, my arms are feeling, if I can hold my arms to my face long enough to put the makeup on without being in excruciating pain, sort of thing. So, it's about the message. As long as I'm neat and tidy, I think that's all that, in that sense that I'm presented neat and tidy. It's about how the message is delivered and what is delivered to you. So if we're having a good laugh and whatever else, join in with us. We don't expect you to have a certain standard when you come on camera, because some people go, I've had people come on my show on Wednesday nights, late Wednesday nights, and they're in their pajamas. I really don't care. It's you being you. And it's that time of night. If you want to be in your pajamas at 12 o'clock in the Tuesday, go for it. If you can. I'd love to. Hey, Yvonne.
I'm just starting to go through some more of the comments because there is a few more there, and if I don't, it's going to be interesting catching up. We may not. It might be that I might spend some time going through the comments afterwards.
That's right. We can do that.
That way. There's another. Oh, goodness. There's a lot of questions coming in, showing up the same as a desktop. Oh, that's good. That's nice feedback. Thanks, Carly, because it is interesting to figure out some of the logistics behind what the back end is actually doing, and it takes practice, which we're doing. Yeah. Technical. Yeah. Oh, look, that's nice. I've got to put that up. both glowing skin. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, thank you, Dana. You're lovely.
I'm just trying to find. Oh, I like that. Yeah, whiskers everywhere. Where we actually got up to. Oh, yeah, and here's some more, just some straight hellos. Cool. Thanks, Paula.
Hey, Paula.
And I do like the pat on the back too. We're both amazing. See? Thank you.
Thanks, honey.
And here is Deirdre's. Right, so with that, I'm actually going to go back. I'm hoping that what I'm going through, if we're bringing them up, that are going to be sort of in order. But one of the other things that I did want to just ask, because I only wrote about 3 questions down. I'm just having a look on I've got the same screen on as what is actually the My Time TV one, so I was checking something that's not there. So how easy is it that you found it to actually do getting on the live thing so that it eases anybody's nerves around being on? I mean, we've already mentioned, don't worry about the makeup. You can be in your pajamas and all sorts. How easy is it? And I'm thinking probably more from the back end as one person doing the show and the comments, so that, you know, a bit of instruction on have patience. Or what have you found over the number of shows you've done as a incoming operator, producer, and presenter as well?
I really enjoy doing it. I love the comments that come through, sort of thing. One thing I do find is, especially on my shows where I could have 500, 600, 700, 800 comments in the hour. Unfortunately, I can't get to everyone, so I do try to ask people to ask their questions and be more direct rather than general. So, because, you know, I do get messages at times, inboxes going, okay, I've asked questions and you're ignoring me. It's not that we ignore you. When we have a lot, like I'm noticing from the back end as a guest, we've got 59 comments in this show in half an hour, not even half an hour, sort of thing. So, we've got the helicopter coming into the hospital by the sound of that. So you may hear the hovering in the background because the hospital's just around the corner from me. So please be patient. You know, we aren't in missing you into deliberately, sort of thing. It's, you know, for my shows, I just say the scroll goes so fast, the Spirit will stop it every now and then, and that's where I need to answer, sort of thing. So but it's pretty easy. It's like it's all laid out in front of you. When you can get your head around the back, if you want to do your own broadcast, get your head around the dashboard. It is quite easy to do it as well, sort of thing. And it's enjoyable. It's fun. It's a good laugh. We can't hear you, Roz.
I muted it because I was shuffling the cards, ready to sort of do at least 1 or 2 records. Oh, dear.
I love it.
Well, that's okay. That's why I muted. So we're back in full mode, and I have found myself as being the more back end of it because I'm seeing it with what we're doing here. There are times where people will persist in asking the same questions, or 2 or 3. I mean, it is a fairness thing, and, you know, 1, and if it gets picked, it does. If it doesn't, and I do like it being more direct. For me, with the cards, because that's tending to be what I like to do in this sort of an aspect, is the cards with the live shows rather than just trying to tune in, because I find that I do find that a bit hard to pick it with the speed that it goes through and the speed of the comments going through. I mean, you get what I mean with that, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So
they can
I'm
go
assuming
very
others will. What messages you're actually getting can be quick. Other times I have it go really slow. I'm sort of sitting there waiting. It's all different. So cards is pretty easy. That's what I was doing, picking a card. So I thought, well, we might start with the first one that I have. You could actually see me picking. I'm just looking at the delayed factor. You could actually see me picking the card. And I'll go to this one, don't I? Whoops. I've got a funny little thing that on this mouse, it's called a magic mouse. But with the magic mouse, right, that goes with the iMac computer, what it does, it's got some sort of a scroll thing that will scroll it, zoom it out. So that's just what I've done, and I've lost where I was. So I'm hesitating.
So you got Vanessa.
Because I've got Vanessa there, and it's just as a card, isn't it? So I'll keep on with that and try and hopefully get my Zoom back, because I can't see where my photo, the little screen we have, Leanne. Yep. Somehow I'm not sure how I actually got a Zoom.
Can you swipe back the other way, the opposite way to what you went? Because you've obviously got the Zoom in and out.
Yeah.
Have you got a touch screen?
This is no, it's not. No, the Macs don't do touch screen. Okay. I think probably because effectively, as far as you're supposed to be sitting further than your arm away, if you have a touch screen, you're actually straining your ergonomic structure of what you might set up for an office. I think that's the reason. Oh, well.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I've just got to...
The other thing is, on your toolbar, I know the desktops have a button you can click and you can reset your Zoom and stuff back to default.
I'm actually trying to do the escape. The escape's not working. I wonder if I do a refresh. Oh, would that... I'm just going to show that, and hopefully you need to direct me, Leanne. Is that the right spot?
Come closer. You're in front of the camera. Now just tilt the top back a little bit of the card. Yep.
Yeah, I am.
Kings of Cups. That's perfect.
It's King of Cups. So, and I haven't even looked at this. So it's definitely something to do with the mail. This is the, now I'm going to need to move, because I can't see what I'm looking at. Oh, this is weird. Right. Yes. Now my eye straight away is going to the Saturn in the background. I can see what you mean. Tilt the card. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's so hard to do. Look,
Other way. That way.
I was playing with hooking up my iPad the other day into this, so that I could actually have that as the place that I would hold the cards to, and it would show up in that shared screen effect like we had before.
Okay. Yep.
So, and I'll solo that so it looks bigger on the screen, because I'm finding it hard to actually see it myself. So the card, what's it speaking to you, Vanessa? And now I've got to go down and drop the comment. Oh, this is weird.
You were drawn
to modify this. I can't comment.
It's called new technology.
No. And
because you were drawn very much to Saturn, weren't you? And the question, the last part of the question was, will I be engaged before Valentine's Day? Saturn has the ring.
The fact it's a king, to me, it's a ring around what is the central planet of Saturn in that image. Saturn's a big planet. I'm getting big event. Yeah, as I'm just getting a yes on that one. So let's say that is a yes. Go back to that when you can actually hold a pause on the recording and take from the card that bit more that you can see. I am finding it difficult with how I've accidentally got a huge screen. I mean, it is huge the way this thing zoomed in. All I've got is the little corner that's now in front of me, and I can't see the comments.
If you hit the minus button, does that take it back in on your keyboard?
What's the minus button?
Like, you got plus and minus, or arrow buttons.
The arrow buttons take me in the directions. Anyone out there have a new iMac?
Hang on, hold. For me, it would be Shift and the button after the 0 in the letters.
Button after this, okay, Shift. So on this, it's usually Command. Oh, hang on.
Is it moving?
It's doing something. Oh, now I've lost the rest of everything. All I've got is the comments list. Oh, this is fun, isn't it?
But you can see the comments.
It's the technology. Well, what I'm going to do, Leanne, I'm going to try and get back to what those comments were, and you're probably going to be doing most of them because I can't see what I'm doing.
Besides, that's okay because you're on the screen anyway. I'm not.
Hang on, I've got. Oh, gee, have I done that too? How do I get it back? There you go. We'll do it like that.
Yep.
Oh, gee, technology. Oh, what's that? Oh no, I might have to do a shift command. Is it a plus? Reset. Ah, got it back. There's a reset.
You got it back. Excellent. Remember how you did it for next time.
Gosh. So now I can go back to the normal of that. But anyway, Leanne.
How are you going, Ross? So anyway, with Vanessa's. Oh, okay, we're moving on. Yep, Vanessa.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I'll just leave Vanessa's as go back. Look, yeah. What did you feel about that?
I do feel the ring is very close, whether it's just before Valentine's or at Valentine's. I do feel that the excitement is very much building around that side of it. Okay. Excellent. So congratulations, honey. You'll have to let us know. We like news, happy news.
Yes.
With that.
It felt, that's where when I finally saw it, the Saturn, the big energy around the ring.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, I hope you're all well. And I saw something that freaked me out this evening. A bird flew over me tonight. Is it a sign? Okay, yeah, honey, it can be a sign. So when you look at those that have passed over, who would you connect to the bird? Where was the first thought that your mind went with that side of it? So I always say to my students, when you get, or even to my clients, when you get a sign from spirit or something's put in front of you, whether, it could be the birds, it could be the butterflies, the feathers, the music, it could be anything that will remind you, and your mind, first of all, goes without meaning to that loved one, that is a sign from them. That is their soul with you at that very time. So trust what you felt at that time, honey. Okay. I love the fact that you noticed it.
Yeah, I think sometimes we do miss signs. It is having that awareness to be open to seeing what's around us, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, Teresa, my heart goes out to you, Hannah, as well. I do feel the heaviness that you carry, honey, in your energy with the I want to say the sadness with your mum's passing. Okay, I do feel that it's important for you to stop and to be able to acknowledge what you're feeling, to be able to deal with that rather than try to push those emotions down, because they're just manifesting with that as well. Speak to mum, honey. She can hear you, okay? And trust what you get back. I always say trust your thoughts. What you feel, you see, you hear, you know, okay? Because that is basically how spirit will communicate with us, all right? She is very much around you, all right?
And let's see if I can get that right without doing that zooming thing. It's better that way a bit, isn't it? Yep, just new beginnings.
It's just getting in the right spot. Yep. Perfect.
And I have got the reflection of the light on it, though.
Yeah.
I will work on it, hopefully, before the next time that we do the cards, that I've got it right. It's not that easy. Now, here's a specific from Paula. Where is her career going?
Do you want to take that one? Do you feel that one?
What I'm sensing is growth, but it feels to me like there is further work, probably some further study along the lines of getting that moving as well. There's some extra that you need to be doing to put in the work towards it going where you actually want it to go. Question just popped in. Do you really want to go in that direction?
Yeah, I want to just touch on that one as well. Not so much the question, but honey, I feel quite sick in my stomach with your energy. So whether you've got something going on around the stomach or you're quite stressed at the moment and your stomach feels in knots at the top of the stomach, I just got a real pressure in that area, and it's sort of a bit of a burning sensation. I'm not getting warning bells go off about your health, but I do feel like you just need to look at what's going on there lately. First of all, when I started, I questioned whether it was morning sickness, that sort of feeling of morning sickness, the acid at the top of your stomach sort of building up in that way. So I want to say just look at that, take note, listen to your body. Like I said, I'm not getting warning bells go off. It's about maintaining your health. It could be just the stress sitting there at the moment for yourself too. Okay. Linda, will my daughter find love soon? Yeah, she just needs to breathe, ground herself, and allow the energy to move, honey. So to me, it's the feeling that she's trying, I want to say looking for it in the wrong places. So I want to say she just needs to be her beautiful self and allow it to flow, let go of the structure, the expectations, putting pressure on herself, and open her heart up and allow others to see that beautiful light that shines bright through her that you see. Okay? So wish her well with it. You're muted yourself again. Did you just curse?
11:11. It's just 11:11. Anything can happen at 11:11.
Rosa, have you ever seen Lottie's show? One of the broadcasters, Lottie from overseas. She is a full. Oh, you've got to go and look for it. She is full of energy. I think she used to be an actor, and she's got the facial expression. She's gorgeous. I love her. She brings her guests on. She mutes herself while she's jumping around in the background doing whatever she's doing, and she's going blah 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 blah. Totally, and it's like she'll realise in a minute, and she comes on and she goes, "I've just done a Lottie again."
Yeah. I've heard that. The Lottie. That's the Lottie.
Yep, that's the Lottie.
I have heard it. Yes.
She's famous for it, I tell you. I love her.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually specifically seen her shows, but it is something that I do as well when it was back in their Hangout on Air days when I was doing that as a co-host. You'd continually forget to do your mic. And also the white light. I mean, it was called not white lighting, it was white boxing. White lighting's even better. White boxing, so that like I'm doing the solo that I do here between you and I, and then we go back to the two or whatever. This was it was such a common thing. You'd have somebody talking and it was someone else that was actually on screen. It was hilarious. As you can tell, I'm still learning. Like it's just something we do. We're real people. We make mistakes, and who cares? Eventually, get it right.
Exactly. We're normal. We're human.
I was just going to comment it. That's what I was commenting, and it's got as far as where it's from. I mean, I was just getting that. You know, it's just going to come from a totally unexpected avenue too. So
and when we stop looking for things like that, that finds us when we least expect it.
Oh yeah. So I think that was the big thing that's all that I was getting with that one. Linda, I'm not sure which one. Is that the same question twice? It is, isn't it?
I just did Linda.
Yes,
it is. It's different.
Yeah,
same person, different question.
Different question. So I'm just going to go back to this one. Under psychic attack. I've got different opinions around this type of thing myself anyway. Yeah. We only allow it if we believe it's happening.
Exactly. So change your mindset at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Dana's a regular client of mine. So I want to say, Dana, change your thought process at the moment. Okay.
Yeah. So
look where the mind's going.
Yeah. And it is. We are what we think, as the broad statement for what life is.
Yeah.
If you want to let that.
That's it. If you want to let that energy in, you're going to attract that energy. So it's standing your ground. We've spoken about protection and all that sort of side of it. Reflect that energy back at them. Don't take it on.
Yep. And just a quick one, Vanessa. Did we answer that one as far as when we were going through describing how a guest can come in and that? We can use our phones.
Yes. You can definitely use your phones.
Guest. Phones, laptop, or desktop for the guest to come in.
As long as you've got the camera, you've got the headset. All you got to do is click on that guest link in the comments when it's been put there, or on the broadcast itself.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. We haven't answered one for Vanessa, have we?
No, we haven't.
And what are you getting?
Okay. Let's know what 2000 looks like. And yes, I do hear children, honey. I do feel that. Big changes this year. I actually feel like I can't catch my breath with the busyness for you, honey. So I do feel there's a lot happening around you this year. I also feel like you've been through a lot as well, in that side of things. So I want to say, look at what you've been through in the past, acknowledge it, let it go. Be grateful for all those opportunities and things that have come up. But I do get the reference to, yes, there will be a child this year. I also get reference to there's other opportunities. So you need to look at them when they're put in front of you. I want to hear, I don't know why, but I'm hearing music around you. So I don't know if you enjoy music or you connect with the music, but I just keep getting the music around you, hun.
Mm. And I'll drop the comment so you can actually see that a bit better. It is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, with the energy of the tarot, the Pentacles is to do more with the physical abundance and stuff like that, as far as the results, our harvest, what we can enjoy. So it's a completion of a cycle that's going to give you plenty of abundance there. It's enough to overflowing. So focus in on what you want within that. When you go back to the live, you can always go back and pause the replay. Replay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit hashtag replay so we know you're watching as a replay.
Yeah, that's a good idea when you do watch a replay. Yeah. It's a great way of keeping us in not just in mind, but keeping for us in our minds too, to revisit some of what we actually do. With sharing.
Vanessa, for some reason, October sticks out around you. So I feel like October is going to be a month of importance in a positive way for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And the next one, and I am actually going in this in chronological at the moment. And so, how's work life for me? And I'm getting a contract or promotion. So work life based business. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle of these cards. I'm feeling like that's what's needed here.
Yeah, but it's going to take a bit of work.
I'm feeling focus. Whoops, one did jump out.
And it had to go to the floor.
Yeah, it did. And straight away, as soon as I actually picked that up, it's like so the focus is the feeling of let go of what you don't actually need to be following to have it working for you. Otherwise, you're just loading yourself up with too much. My eyes went straight to that heavy load and a back-breaking effort. It's needed, but refine it. Focus on where it actually needs to be put as a focus. So
work smarter, not so hard.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, that's the feeling that I'm getting. Work smart, but not so hard. But I don't know. Just when you ask about the contracts or the promotion, I get it's there, but it's just the feeling of what you got to get to or get through to get that sort of thing. So it's coming. It's definitely coming. So I'm going to say be smart in the way that you go around it.
Yeah, it's the smile is really because it's 209 instead of 2019. I thought, you're very old.
Yeah, I love it.
That's visiting in a past life. That's funny. Purely have done some work in past life area, and I thought, wow, that is going back a bit.
That is.
Changes. There's always changes. That's all I'm getting. There's just always changes. It's the thoughts behind where you want to go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to say look at the family too, because I feel like I'm bringing balance into your family this year. So whether the last couple of years have been a little bit unsettled, I just get the reference to the balance is coming in. Okay.
Right. And a little bit further on that is around health issues. So
okay.
I think that probably works along that line too, the health issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to your body. I don't get anything major. No major. I'm not getting warning bells or anything. I get aches and pains. You can have your aches and pains. I've got enough of my own, but I just feel like there's no major issues there that you need to be concerned about.
From my own aspect, probably because it's something I know I need to focus on too. It is just the healthier eating. So that was just something that popped up quickly, but whether that's a reflection of my own or whether it is for you, I mean, take it as you want to, because ultimately any decisions along that line are yours, obviously.
Yeah. And can I just add, just for something for people to keep in mind, psychics aren't usually trained in medicine, in medical side of it. I certainly aren't. I know Roz has had a little bit of a background with St. John's and stuff like that, but we aren't doctors. If you don't feel something is right in your body, go and get that help, whether it's physically or it's mentally. Don't hesitate to go and get it checked out, okay? So I just want to make that clear to everyone.
That's absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, what I've got is basic knowledge that I needed for ambulance work, and a few bits and pieces with the massage and what I've done as therapies, but it's certainly not at a doctor level. I was going to try and paste into the comments area the link for guest for anyone that did want to pop in as just at the end of, we'll do one. But I'm finding it a bit difficult to find where the link is. Hang on.
The link is you've got to go back to the home screen where, when you go back into the broadcast. So you may need to open a second window.
Yeah, I have. And then I've just got to go to the live video, don't I? See, some of this technological stuff I'm still learning.
Ross, I'm putting my hand up like I'm in school. Ross, if you scroll down to the base of in the dashboard, right down the bottom, you should have an orange button that says copy link. Or
I've done that. Yeah, I've just pasted it into the comments. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just trying to find where the mytimetv.live page was to put it in our live comments there. Yeah. So it should show up in my back end now. I'm hoping it does. Please, anyone, let me know if it hasn't. It's not showing up in my links. Yes, it has. Just has.
It's delayed, remember?
Yeah, that's right. So it does show there. That is the link. It should show in the comments below. I'm assuming. So,
so somebody wants to jump on and come and say hello, have a chat with us. Go for it.
That's exactly. Yeah, that's why I put it there. I thought, well, it's now 20. Well, it's 23 past now. I haven't finished through the other list of comments yet, though. But that's why I sort of explain first up that it could be ad hoc and maybe some readings or not, or what. We'd go with the, what we feel is right. So that's why the link is there. If anyone does feel like it, not like I saw a sign as I went past, I'm never going to go on a camera or something like that. I thought, that's okay. It's just your face.
Yeah.
Go facey.
Exactly. And you get talking, you forget you're on the camera. Like I'll be doing another show on Tuesday nights to do with this binge network with another lady as well. Yeah, and she's as nervous as they come. Dana, why are you too scared, hun? It's pushing past boundaries.
Yep. And the first time I ever did mine as a hangout on air way back, and it was earlier technology, it certainly was. The nerves were there, but the first time that was done, you break the ice and who cares? You don't feel that same level of nervousness the next time. Well, I didn't.
That's it. It gets easier. You forget about the camera.
And you're talking to people that, well, you feel like you know.
Yeah.
I hope that you feel like you know us by now.
I know you.
We have fun.
Exactly. That's it. And we don't have to be serious all our life.
Yeah, and as far as that goes, I have no idea if I've where I got to in the list that I like to go through chronologically because I'm a Virgo.
209 was our last question.
That's right. Yes, I'm looking through the. Oh, yes, I've got a lot of 2019s now. As I'm going back, I'm sure it would have been after there.
Can Can I just touch on that generally for everybody? Like, I know this time of year, it's very common to get a lot of our clients wanting guidance on where their life is heading. All right. This year's energy is going to flow so much easier. We need to let go of the structure and allow ourselves to go with the flow. So generally, applies to everybody, sort of thing. Look, when you do that and you allow that energy to focus on being the best that you can and being true to yourself in your life, you're going to have opportunities that come in. Look at it. If it feels right for you, jump on it, because that energy is going to move just as quickly as it came in. All right. So put yourself first, look at what suits you. And when you do that, you're going to find your family, your friends around you are going to follow your lead. All right. It's kind of like you need to set that example, be the leader in that way in your own life, not let others dictate it. Don't hold on to the past regrets and changes. I actually put a question up on my Facebook page last night saying if you were given the opportunity to go back in time and change one thing or put that energy into the future and what you're working towards, what would you do? A few people came back and they were commenting, go back. But we can't change the past. Everything has happened for a reason. There's lessons in that. We learn, we grow. We wouldn't be who we are now if we could have changed the past. We can make the future work for us. We can set ourselves up and do what we need to do, what serves us. So I want to say focus on the future. I know Mandy, talking to Mandy last night, she says about dreams and stuff. I believe that we can have those dreams, those focuses, those goals to work towards. Make it reality. Only us stand in our own way because we need to take back that power.
And it is that how we're thinking and what our mindset is at the time, the perspective that we're looking at it. Sometimes it's just that little shift of focus that we need to just change our perspective of something that actually makes it zing and work for us, so that it's you know, then the doubt goes, from then I just needed to change that one thought pattern or view negative of what I'm looking at.
I'm a big believer in negative draws negativity, positive brings the positive. So if you want to get stuck in that negative, ask yourself, are you the victim? Do you want to be the victim in that situation? Because if you choose to be, you're going to get stuck. You're going to get left behind. Yeah. If you don't want to be the victim and you want to change things, you're going to grow.
Yeah. Now, I do actually have, it went like that because I've got Jenny's actually in the well, if you just hang on a minute, Jenny, I know that you can hear me. I can't hear you when it's in the background, in the lobby. Okay. I'm just going to hang these up and that's for Anita because I had them already shuffled at that point in time. So it's the throat chakra card there. Whoops, I held the wrong one up. I'm trying to have it focus without hiding the bottom. I'm hoping that that's about right. So there's your cards. Harmony is coming forward for you. In the tarot deck, that's actually the Lovers. So there is relationship is going to create that harmony in your life, and using your throat chakra, voice what you need to, because that's what the throat chakra is about, getting yourself heard. Okay, so I'll go back to here and then I'll bring Jenny up. So we'll just say hello to Jenny in a minute. Is she come in? I've brought her up. Did I bring her up?
Take the load. Is she up the top?
No. Did I cut you off? Do you want to join into the link again, Jenny? I might have hit the wrong button. I hope not.
It would have been the button that you go over, Jenny.
Well, it says screen. The one that's got the arrow up that says to broadcast, so it should have. Yeah. So Jenny may have dropped out herself.
Yeah, possibly.
If you want to come back in again, Jenny, it's fine. I'm ready to. I like that one. Thanks, Vanessa. Yep. We don't wear makeup. Just trying to find. And this, thanks for your question, Paula. Just in next time, if you're asking some questions, if to keep it a little more concise, but that's okay. What do you feel there, Leanne, as I go? You're going to be solo, so I can just see if Jenny's.
Okay, Paula, I do feel this year's bringing changes for you. I want to say you've been doing a lot of the hard work last year, and that work and that energy is now starting to fall into place. So look at those things. As I said, those opportunities are going to be put in front of you. You know in your heart what you want and you're working towards it. You will make it happen, honey. All right. But I do feel this year will be a positive year. It's going to heal your heart, if you know what I mean. Now, in saying that, I don't feel that you've got physical issues in your heart. It's more the emotions that you've held on to in your heart. Okay. So look at the changes that will bring this year. All right. I wish you all the very best with it. This year we can do what we put our mind to. Have that clear picture. And this goes for everybody. Have that clear picture of what it is that you're working towards and keep that. Don't keep changing it because you're going to bring in the havoc into your life. Okay. Lottie.
Muted again. And that wasn't because I was it was because I was typing a message. Oh, dear me.
I knew if I said Lottie, you know what I mean.
Yeah, done the wrong thing again. Yeah, so I was typing a message to see if I hit the right Jenny Shippen as a message, like to get it to you, which I did. Just wondering if she was wanting to actually come in because we could wait a little bit longer if she wanted to actually come back in. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not sure how to get that one off. So let me see. We'll just do a couple more. There's Jennifer's wanting to know when you'll be in Murray Bridge next. We are doing that psychic fair on what date is that?
Yes, Jennifer. February the 24th. I'm actually working on that today. So I am running it's called SA Psychics. Oh god, now I've gone blank. Psychic and Wellness Expo. So we are at the race course. We have quite a few stall holders with a lot of different psychics and products and craft and jewelry and jumping castles, food vans, all that sort of thing. On the 24th, it's a Sunday, the 24th of February. So by memory, it opens to the public at 10 to 4 p.m. Come along. It's free entry to the public. Yeah. So, and like I said, we've got a variety of stalls.
I'll be there as one of the readers, but I don't do product because I haven't got anywhere to put it here.
Unfortunately, honey, I won't be reading because I am the host of the event, so I need to keep an eye on everything running smoothly, make sure stallholders have got what they need and all that sort of stuff. But come up and say hello. I can do phone and Zoom readings as well. It's no different. So if you can't get to me here in Mount Barker, down the road from you guys, come and, you can book a Zoom reading with me. So I send you a link to the Zoom. You click on that. We see each other face to face. I record the reading for you and send you the link. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that there's similar things for myself. I mean, I can do the online as well as that. It's going to be a nice day, I hope, with the weather. But it's still
coming along.
Warm. It's still coming along.
Oh, in February.
Yeah.
Last time we had it up there in February, it rained.
It's been interesting weather all round, really. We've had some hot days, hot days, but right now it's nice and mild outside, and it's
if it's a hot day up there, the inside of the building is air-conned. We will have some outside stalls, but they will be in the shade under the bedding rings. So we'll do everything we can to make it the most comfortable as if it's hot. So
Yeah. And we might make this the last reading as such because, no, I don't think I've got anything back from Jenny. No, I haven't as far as a direct message goes. So I don't think she is intending to pop in. I think it might
phone might have gone flat or something.
Or something. Yeah, exactly. And I don't always look with the mobile equipment what charge I've got left before I jump on and do something. So even with these things in, they need charging, and when they went flat the first time, they just drop out. That's it.
Yeah. Actually, I think I was talking to you when that happened.
I think it might have been you. Oh, you mean I meant to charge these things?
Just a little. Okay, Amy. Oh, honey, I get a lot of tension around your shoulders, your neck area. So whether that's where you're carrying your stress at the moment, I just get the feeling of the weight of the world is on your shoulders with that side of it as well. I do want to say with your health, I do feel that you're very much in your head, very thinking at the moment a lot about that side of it. I do feel that I want to say look at your diet, maybe the food intake. Now, I'm not saying that as in losing weight. I do feel your body will process food differently with different foods that you're eating. So whether there's a little bit of sensitivity around some foods for yourself, I just get the reference to look at the foods. I want to put green food in front of you. So whether you struggle with green food, like the leafy foods, or that's what you're needing to go to. I just feel like I'm putting the green leafy foods in front of you with that. I don't know if you like watermelon, honey, but all of a sudden I've got the thirst for watermelon with your energy.
It's funny when you said around the throat because neck, because seeing that as far as regarding the health, it was just, and I don't do just physical health stuff. It was the throat chakra. It was the getting what you need to be saying out. You're confusing a lot of what you've got. And you'd mentioned the head as well too. And so pretty clear what happens when you get readings. It is getting out what you need to clear for your throat chakra's sake, really, is getting out what you need to be saying. It doesn't have to be in rough. I'm just feeling rough edges. You're feeling like you're too rough or something, but it's a matter of being present with what your mind is connecting with, what you need to be saying, and putting it gently, just toning it in what way it takes a bit of practice sometimes, but just let it lay where it needs to be set and put out there with. So
maybe more water, honey, because I'm feeling like with your energy, I need to drink more water. I know I need to.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
So as final, for finishing off, I'll try to get back to some of the other comments as we have got 102 listing here. So thank you to everybody that's watched live. Thank you for being part of, the energy that creates this, because that's what does happen when you're in a group of any type. It's all one, really. So anything that's been read for someone else too has a reflection of the whole as well. So do remember that. If you picked up something that was for someone else, it doesn't discount the fact there's something in that for you as well, is what I'm trying to say. So
exactly.
You've got the links in the description for Leanne or I, if you're needing to feel drawn to one or other of us and connecting in that way. I'll attempt to go back through the comments, and I'm not real good on the memory whether I've done them or not. That's why you notice I do say to Leanne, have we done that one? Have we done that one? So just blessings to everybody. If you receive one, all well and good. Thank you for being part of our live. Share it out if you think others need to know a bit more about getting on with a live as a guest or whatever, and even for just knowing how each of us are as far as how we do readings, the energy we put out, and all the rest of it. It's great to actually have connection with other people in whatever way we're attracted to.
And can I just add that for myself and Roz, not all psychics are like this on mediums and readers and stuff. For Roz and I, it's no different. If you aren't local to us, you can still connect with us through, the internet. Technology can be a marvelous thing when it works. Okay.
Yes.
So whether it's through the internet, through the phone, and you don't have to be tech savvy to do it. We can send you a link for you to just click on it and come in and meet us face to face on screen where it's private. Okay.
Yeah. And both of us use similar tools in that. I mean, Zoom's one. It is completely private, and the link of recording, if you want it recorded, can be sent back so you've got something to review if you want to. But if you don't, that depends. I don't know. Do you do that, Leanne?
I do, yeah. I ask my client when we connect through Zoom if they want the recording done. So I always let them know when I start the recording and when I end it, and the same when I'm doing my students, because I connect with my students through Zoom as well. And then, like I explain with my client, Zoom will then convert the file. I will upload it to my YouTube channel that is unlisted. It's private. Only that person that gets and has the link can see it. So not everybody else sees it. It's just sits in the background where no hidden sort of file for no one to see.
Well, it's I use that similar method, so I'm pleased to hear we do manage it similarly. So that's good. And the emails, I mean, that's a known system and all the rest of it. So it's all good. You've got many ways to connect.
That's it. And if you're not tech savvy, don't get stressed about it, because we can help you through it, sort of thing. So it is simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's simple. It can be so simple. And when it works, I mean, I've got new equipment I've been messing with, so normally it's worked a lot of times. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. And we'll see you same time next week. Great.
Look forward to it.
Bye.
Bye.